Let me free you right quick with two words. Stop apologizing. That's what I want to free you with. Those two words right there. Stop apologizing for what you say, Dr. Eddie. Stop apologizing for adding pressure to your boundaries. You got to stop it. Listen, you got to know who to know. You also have to know who to know. Your no does not come with an explanation. It comes with an exclamation. Doesn't come with a comma. It comes with a period. It comes with exclamation points. And the point of the matter is, you got to stop apologizing for choosing peace over pressure. You have to stop apologizing for choosing suitability over anxiety. You have to stop apologizing for refusing to cut off conversations that become like a tennis match to where you keep going back and forth with people. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Enough is enough. Save yourself the mental energy. Save yourself, hear me, the emotional regulation. Save yourself your emotional intelligence. Because here's what I understand. When you argue with a fool, it's hard to tell who's who. Who's the fool? Is it you or is it them? Is it both of y'all? Stop allowing people to put you in a corner, put you in particular timeout, simply because you have not specifically stamped out your boundaries and you're not adhering to that. If you can't adhere to your own boundaries, why would anybody else adhere to yours? And I need you to hear me. You got to stop apologizing. You got to stop apologizing for why you're going to live the life that you're going to live, that you know you've been called to live. You have to stop apologizing for how you're going to go about maneuvering your life in a particular way that does not include particular individuals who should only be a part of your history, but not your destiny. Here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to excommunicate yourself from particular patterns. Could it possibly be that the reason that you are dealing with the type of individuals that you deal with, the type of people that you're dealing with, is simply because of the type of patterns that you have adopted? Think about this. Once you think about the patterns that you have adopted, because here's what I understand. How you do anything is how you do everything. So yeah, your patterns affect your eating habits. Your patterns affect your exercise or lack thereof. Your patterns affect how you talk to you. Your patterns affect how other people talk to you. Your patterns affect your patterns affect what you do and where you go and what you do or don't do. It affects every specific aspect of your life. Are your patterns pigeonholing you into precarious places? Stop apologizing to them, but you just start apologizing to you. Did you hear what I just said? Stop apologizing to them and start apologizing to you. Start apologizing to you. Why? Because you let yourself down. Start apologizing to you. Why? Because you made promises that you didn't keep. Start apologizing to you. Why? Because you draw a line in the sand with your boundaries, but you continue to moonwalk away from them. You continue to do the electric slide. You continue to do the Tamiya hustle away from your boundaries. You continue to overstep your boundaries. And so you're upset, you cross your arms, you're having a hissy fit, you got an attitude about people who overstep your boundaries, but you overstep your own boundaries every day. And so here's what I'm trying to get. Here's what I'm trying to gauge. What's the difference between what they do and what you do? If you also overstep your boundaries and they overstep your boundaries, that tells me you don't have any boundaries. What's the difference between what they're doing, what you're doing? What's the difference between what you're doing and what they're doing? Stop apologizing to them. Start apologizing to you. You got to take this one for the team. You got to take this one on the chin. You have to now deal with this on your own. You have to take onus for this. You have to take responsibility for this one. You have to take accountability. You can't shift the blame. You can't point the finger at this, that, everything else, people. No, point it at your patterns. You are the particular people. You are the particular person. You are the particular individual who let you down. Because here's the thing. You letting you down hurts more than anybody else letting you down. Because you got to live with you every day. You understand the burden of not adhering to your boundaries that remains on your back each and every single day when you let you down. When we get to this particular aspect and this avenue of actually being real and understanding that here it is, when you're not making apologies for your boundaries anymore, when you stop apologizing for your boundaries, here's what it is. You're not rude, you're resolute. You're resolute because now you have made a particular decision. You are disciplined. You're not trying to be a person who's a people pleaser. You're not trying to be a person who's just nice. You're kind. You're kind to yourself. You're kind to other individuals. You're kind by saying, listen, I'm not going to do this. You're kind by saying, no, I can't go. You're kind by saying, that's not for me. You're kind by saying, when I go into this particular place, it doesn't matter what they offer me. This is what I'm going to stick to my guns on. When you're going into a particular car dealership and they're saying, listen, you need to put a certain amount of money down. You came in there with the notion saying, I'm not going to put any money down. You may have to leave with what you said you're going to do. When you're going out to a particular event and you know you're fasting and people are now offering you food galore, and you came into this whole aspect saying, listen, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to budge. I'm not going to bend the knee. I know that I'm adhering to my boundary of fasting for this particular amount of time. Stomach is growling, feeling a little hangry, but you have made a resolution in your mind. You're not rude. You're just resolute. No, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll pass. It's a boundary. I got to know who to know. I have to know who to know. And I understand that my no means new opportunity. I understand that no is on backwards. I'm on to the next project. I'm not on to the next level of purpose. I'm on to whatever it else that I need to be on to. Why? Because I'm growing in gratitude and I'm growing in my greatness. It's worth it to know you're worth it. It's worth it to know your worth so that no one else can discount your value. Are you hearing me talking to you? I'm building healthy boundaries enough within myself personally to where now, when it's time for me to communicate it, I can do it unabashedly. I can do it unashamedly. I can do it, hear me, unapologetically. Not making any apologies. I'm resolute. I'm not rude. I'm resolute. I'm not nice. I'm kind. You're the kind of person that is going to adhere to what you know that you need to do. Because here it is. You can't be any good to anybody else if you're not good to yourself. You can't be any good for anybody else if you're not good for yourself. Making the choice, making sound decisions, simply because you understand that you're born looking like your parents, but you live or die looking like your decisions. You live or die looking like your boundaries. And it's time for you to abound so that you are not bound by everybody else's whim, by what everybody else says. Listen, you will always be bound by negative patterns. You will always be bound by manipulative people if you fail to build boundaries. Here's what you have to do. You got to say no to what stifles you. Got to say no to what stagnates your growth. And it's time for you to say yes to what elevates your progress. This is that book that's going to help you to do it. It's called my new book is called Know Your No, as you can see here. Know Your No, How to Build Healthy Boundaries and Love Without Losing Yourself. Why don't you go ahead and get it right now? It's available on Amazon. You can also get signed copies at my website, which is EddieConnor.com/Know Your No. Mm-hmm. It's where you can get the book for show. If you already have a book, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But you know that there's somebody that you can gift this book to. You know, there are a number of people that you know need to read this, that need to get this book. You need to gift it to them. What I'm really blessed to hear, so many brothers who are coming up to me, telling me how great the book is, telling me how much valuable it is for their life, telling me how they are not choosing from weakness or settling anymore. And they're now taking the time to develop who it is that they are. Let me read you a little bit of excerpt from this book. Let me read you a little excerpt from this book. Know Your No says you are under no obligation to be available to someone at all times. What most people call an emergency is, in many cases, just urgency. It's clouded as that which is obligatory. They feel as if you're obligated to their whim and their will. When they tell you to jump, they want you to respond by asking how high. People who seek to control you with their emotions are immature. No control formed against you shall prosper. Break the chains of control by setting healthy boundaries. Take back control of your life. Do you want what you want for your life? Or do you just want what other people want for you to have? Be mindful of immature individuals who are wrestling with personal arrested development. They look grown physically, but mentally they are 5, 9, 12, or even 16 years of age. They have car keys, but they're still a kid mentally, living accidentally. They wear skirts or suits, but they still play on a mental seesaw. Their body matured, but their mind did not. Beware and do not allow them to manipulate you with their emotional games. Many people fail to put an apostrophe between the letters I and M in the word immature. They just make excuses for remaining immature rather than developing to say, I'm mature. It's a book that's going to really grow you up and grow up your boundaries. I want you to go ahead and get it. Know You Know. Yeah. How to Build Healthy Boundaries and Love Without Losing Yourself. It is such a riveting read. It's such a personal read. It's such a read that is going to read you. I don't know if you ever got a book. Have you ever got a book that while you're reading it, it read you? Here it is. This is that book. Yeah, it's reading you while you're reading it. Wow. Go ahead and get it. Available right now on Amazon. Also available on my website, EddieConnor.com. If you were empowered by anything that you heard, I know you're going to really be empowered by what you read. Go get the book. Soar with me into a greater level of success and purpose. Listen, you got to join my community. If you really want to grow in your greatness, you really want to soar to another level interpersonally, collectively, in your business, in your relationships, you just want to grow holistically. I've got the right community. If you desire to grow holistically, I've got the right community. It's called the Eagles Community. It's the Eagles Academy. It's where I empower you to soar to greater success and purpose. Join me and a host of other leaders, literally nationally, locally, and globally, who have decided to win with their wings. And understand that you can't spell win without wings. Can't spell wings without win. And so I want you to spread your wings as we soar to greater places and higher heights. Let's go where we've never gone before. Let's do what we've never done before. Get the right type of coaching. Get the right type of connections. Be in the right type of community. And I'm going to see you not just from the top, but at the top. Let's go to the top together. TheEaglesAcademy.com. TheEaglesAcademy.com. Go there right now. When you get there, tap the Join Now button. Fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button on this video. I'm growing your greatness. Help me to grow our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. I really appreciate you. If you're empowered by anything that you heard, drop a Cash App, a Zelle, a PayPal. Information is in the description of this video. Cash App, $Dr. Eddie Ministries, Dr. Eddie Ministries. Of course, on PayPal, info@EddieConnor.com, and then even Zelle, EDDIE, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. EddieConnorJr. That's also where you can connect with me on social media, on all the social sites @EddieConnorJr. Family, it's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother. And I mean that from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know, brother, got to run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure, but I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace, and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. And get your hands on my new book, Know Your No. It's all about how to build healthy boundaries and love without losing yourself. Boundaries are not limitations. Boundaries are for liberation. You're going to find a way to unbox yourself. You're going to find a way to really love yourself and to move into a place of emotional regulation, to stand your ground, to draw a line in the sand, stand 10 toes down on it. Don't do the electric slide. Don't moonwalk away from it, but really stand wholeheartedly down on what it is that you say. It's for your protection. It's for your self-care. Moves you into a greater place of self-awareness and emotional regulation and developing your mental health and creating boundaries so that you can abound to a new and a greater level. Go right now to get a signed copy at EddieConnor.com. EddieConnor.com. And then, of course, you can also get it on Amazon. Go and get the book right now.